Ryan.
I need you.
For what exactly?
Gail Walker. I know you were using her as leverage against David. I think we should team up and we should take him down together.
So, just tell me where you want to go.
In there.
Shouldn't you be home? I mean, why are you coming out here tonight? You should be home with your husband. Isn't this your wedding night?
Come out now or I call the police. All right, fine. Have it your way.
Don't.
Amanda, what are you doing here?
I was looking for Trevor's little bear, you know, the blue one with the rattle.
Why would Trevor's toy be in the bushes outside a house he no longer lives in?
Well, I haven't seen it in a while, so I thought maybe we dropped it when we were moving out.
That bear is Trevor's favorite toy. Do you really expect me to believe that it's been missing for weeks and you're only now coming to look for it?
You think I'm lying?
I think you're covering. What's your husband up to now?
I don't know who you've been talking to.
I found Gail.
Where?
I'll get to that, but the point is that she's got enough to put David away for a very, very long time. All we got to do now is come up with a way to convince her to tell the cops everything. So what do you say? I mean, you got through to her before, right?
Well, why don't you just tell me where she is and I'll go talk to her?
Alone?
Well, I don't think that ganging up on the woman is going to really help your cause, do you?
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you want to take David on, right? And you had the leverage to do that until Gail gave you the slip. And now that I tell you that I found Gail and ask you to team up, you say you don't want my help. Why?
Brian.
Really? Really? Why is it so important for you to take David on alone?
You're not going to like what I have to say.
Well, hey, we're supposed to be friends, right? And friends can tell each other everything, so go ahead. Level with me.
I wasn't using Gail as leverage to take down David. I am trying to get rid of Greenlee. Greenlee sabotaged the computers at Fusion and practically took the entire company down with it, put it into bankruptcy. And you know what? If Greenlee wants to trash her own life, so be it. But I refuse to stand by and let her destroy my daughter's dream along with it.
Does Kendall even know what's going on?
No, she doesn't. Kendall is off with Zach. They're working on their marriage. I'm not going to bother her with business if she wants to focus on her family.
Well, this isn't only about business.
No, it's not. Greenlee has caused you nothing but heartache ever since she returned. Ryan, you really deserve better.
Could you at least just consider the fact that maybe David is influencing Greenlee's actions? Right? So if we get rid of David, then we solve all of our problems.
Only if David takes Greenlee with him.
Look, you want leverage over David, you need to find Gail, right? I've already found Gail. So the way I see it is you've got two choices. You can either team up with me or you can just sit back and watch me nail the bastard.
Marrying David is the start of a new chapter. What better way to close the book on the old one than to come to the place where Ryan and I had our wedding?
So you came all the way out here to say goodbye.
Ryan brought me here to change my mind. Remind me why we fell in love. And being here did bring up a lot of memories, but that's all they are. What Ryan and I had is in the past. David is my future.
Oh. So the way I see it, you came out here for closure, right? But of course you could have just taken everything of Ryan's at, anything reminded you of him and just thrown it in the trash and be done with it, but you didn't do that. You came out here because I don't think you know how to let it go. Or maybe you don't want to.
You know, you can't let it go.
Really?
What Ryan and I had is over.
Well, you keep saying that, but why don't I believe you?
I shouldn't have to keep saying anything. I'm done explaining myself to you and everyone else.
I told you this has nothing to do with Jake. Trevor lost his toy.
Right. All right, by all means. Come on in. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Search the place high and low. I certainly wouldn't want Trevor to go one more night without his favorite toy. Oh, and Amanda, if you happen to run into Jake up there, do me a favor. Tell him try not to wake my wife. Unlike Trevor, she is sleeping.
Greenlee has no idea what she's gotten herself into. Marrying you could be the worst mistake of her life.
I'm just trying to move on, Amanda. Begin a new life with my new wife.
You've had so many chances to change, David. You never do.
All evidence to the contrary. I've left you and Jake alone, haven't I? And I haven't even attempted to see Trevor once since the news came out. Now, I would think that you would be relieved not having that threat hanging over your head anymore. But maybe that's the problem. Things have gotten so boring around Martin Manor that you're making excuses to come and see me.
Jake?
You know, you're one of my closest friends, Jake, and I want to feel like I can talk to you.
And you can tell me anything.
Then I need you to hear me. I mean, really listen when I say I'm happy with the choices I've made. You may not agree with them, but I need you to respect them. Respect me. Trust that I know what's best for me. And right now, that's with David.
Aren't you forgetting something? You're not going to say goodbye to me?
I have. That bitch doesn't deserve to be happy. Neither does David.
David's going to pay for what he's done, okay? Ryan and I are going to make sure of it. If you go along with our plan.
Oh, come on, Amanda. Admit it. You missed the thrill, the excitement, the unpredictability of having me around.
You really are unbelievable. Just because you're incapable of being happy, don't make everyone else out to be.
I am happy. I've got a beautiful new wife.
Who's in love with someone else. Look, I don't know what you're trying to get out of this arrangement, David, but I do know that happiness is not it. Jake. Hi, I was just thinking of you.
Is everything all right? How's our bouncing baby boy?
He's just like his father. Perfect in every way.
Honey, I got a couple of things to tie up, okay? And then I'm yours for the rest of the night.
Great. I can't wait. I'll see you at home. Something else that you'll never have.
Greenlee has to be free to make her own decisions, right? And as long as David's in the picture, she's not free to make her own decisions.
Brian, the wedding was Greenlee's idea. She wanted to hurt you.
David is the one that's hurting people, Erica. He is. Angie is his next target.
Oh, David is attempting a coup, all right, but it's not about the hospital.
What are you talking about?
I overheard David. He told Greenlee that he planned to double-cross me, to push me out of Fusion instead.
Knowing that, you still won't help me.